Today on Documentify TV, we are back in Canada to explore out-of-place objects that do not belong where they were found. The year was 1912. Just 45 minutes south of Ottawa, near the town of Prescott, Ontario, archaeologist William Winterberg from the Museum of History, now the Canadian Museum of History, arrived at a site locals called Roebuck. Reports of human skeletons protruding from the ground had piqued the interest of researchers. What Winterberg and his team uncovered was far more than they expected. A centuries-old Iroquoian village spanning an impressive 8 acres.
The excavation revealed a thriving community that existed approximately 500 years ago, with about 40 longhouses, each stretching 30 meters in length and protected by a double-walled palisade. This settlement rivaled the size of Hochelaga, the village encountered by Jacques Cartier in 1535 at the site of the present-day Montreal. Artifacts unearthed included stone tools, bone implements, pottery vessels, and earthenware pipes, painting a picture of a sophisticated agricultural society of around 1,600 people.
But among these expected findings was an object that would puzzle archaeologists for over a century, a carved bone artifact that Winterberg described as suspiciously European. This curious item would lie dormant in museum storage until 2017, when preparations for the new Canadian History Hall prompted a fresh examination of forgotten treasures.
Jean-Luc Pilon, former curator of Central Archaeology at the Canadian Museum of History, revealed that modern analysis identified the object as a European machine-lathed bone needle case designed for metal sewing needles. Carbon dating placed its original between 1499 and 1578, a time frame that precedes known European presence in the area.
This artifact falls into a category known as OOPARTs, out-of-place artifacts. These are objects found in archaeological contexts that seem to defy conventional historical timelines. The Roebuck needle case joins the ranks of other famous OOPARTs like the Antikythera mechanism and the Baghdad battery. How did a European-made object end up in an Iroquoian village before sustained European contact? Pilon suggests it may have been acquired through trade with seasonal European or Basque whaling ships that visited North America's coast. However, this theory raises questions, as European vessels of the time couldn't navigate past the Lachine Rapids near Montreal.
Alternative explanations include the possibility of extensive indigenous trade networks spanning vast distances, or perhaps even undocumented European expeditions reaching further inland than previously thought. Could there have been castaways from early voyages like those of Jacques Cartier? The truth remains elusive.
The Roebuck site isn't the only source of OOPARTs in the region. Near Kingston, Ontario, intact Aboriginal pottery vessels dating back 2,000 years were recovered from Lake Ontario.
Remarkably, these jars contained traces of caffeine, likely from plants native to the Gulf of Mexico region. This discovery suggests that existence of extensive trade networks connecting diverse parts of the continent long before European arrival.
Further west, on the southern shore of Lake Ontario, near Sodus, New York, a Norse iron spearhead dating from the 9th to 14th century was unearthed in 1929. Its presence so far inland remains unexplained, adding another layer to the mystery of pre-Columbian contact.
In Prince Edward County, Ontario, ancient burial mounds have yielded skeletal remains adorned with seashells from the Gulf of Mexico, further hinting at far-reaching trade connections or migrations.
These discoveries challenge our understanding of pre-contact North America. Were there more extensive and sophisticated trade networks than we've previously imagined? Did cultural exchanges occur between indigenous peoples of North America and civilizations from Mesoamerica or even Europe long before the accepted timelines?
As we conclude our exploration of the Roebuck site and its mysterious European artifact, we're left with more questions than answers. The needle case serves as a reminder that history is often more complex and interconnected than we realize.
So, what are your thoughts about this? Is it undeniable proof that First Nations had a trade network and contact with faraway lands?
Tell us in the comments. We would love to hear your feedback.
That's it for today, folks. See you in our next video, right here on Documentify TV.